There is a very special event coming up next week that highlights the necessity to share the road with bicycle riders.
That's right. It's called the Ride of Silence, and it's now in its 7th year in Grand Rapids.
Mark Hager is one of the organizers. He's here with us today. Mark, you were just sharing with us that this is not just a West Michigan or Grand Rapids event. This is actually happening really all across the country.
Yeah, it's a global event. Last year there were 321 locations worldwide, 26 countries on all 7 continents and in all 50 states.
Wow. So tell us about the Ride of Silence. What exactly is it? What's the mission?
The mission is, back in 2003, an endurance cyclist was struck and killed down in Dallas, Texas. A bunch of his friends at his funeral wanted to get together for a ride to honor him. And 10 days later, they had the first ever Ride of Silence where 1,000 cyclists showed up. And the event is to honor cyclists that have been injured or killed by motors while out enjoying an activity they love, and also to raise awareness to the media, public officials, that cyclists are out there. Please be careful and share the road with us. One of the important things of the Ride of Silence is stressing that both cyclists and motors need to share the road together.
Right, so I mean, summer's just around the corner. People are getting on their bikes, they're hitting the roads. What are some of the tips that you have for safety?
Again, beware of, if you're riding at night, make sure you have a headlight and a tail light. You are required by law to do so. I see a lot of cyclists out there riding at night in dark clothes and they're not visible.
Especially from behind. It's really hard to see most often. Yeah. And you were sharing with us an interesting statistic that it's not always the motorist who causes the accident with a cyclist.
Right. There are some cyclists that just don't pay attention to their surroundings, and it's from the Office of Highway Safety and Planning. I just received news from the League of Michigan Bicyclists that it's approximately 50-50 that half the time the accidents are the result of the motorist, half the time it's from the cyclist from not paying attention to his surroundings.
Wow. Yeah, that's really scary to think about, but it also is a good opportunity to understand that as a cyclist, we're really a partner in keeping ourselves safe.
That's correct. We are. We are required by Michigan vehicle codes to follow the same rules that autos are. I mean, we have to use hand signals, we have to stop at red lights and stop signs.
So your event, how can people get involved?
They simply need to show up. That's as simple. It's a free event. We just ask them to show up a half an hour before the ride. This year again in Grand Rapids, Mayor Hartwell will be addressing our riders. We hope his schedule allows him to join us this year. There are rides taking place in Holland, Spring Lake, and Battle Creek, and throughout Michigan. If you want any information on any of those rides, you just need to go to the website, www.rideofsilence.org, and you can pull all that information from there. So we want cyclists to come out across the state.
That's right, and you have to have a helmet if you show up.
That's correct. Helmets are mandatory.
Absolutely. They're mandatory in my family, which I was sharing with you, that I really have taken this issue very seriously, and I wear a helmet, my husband wears a helmet, our kids all wear helmets, their friends wear helmets.
Oh, yeah.
No helmet, no bike, but that's really just the beginning.
Yeah, that is.
Thank you very much for being with us, and we'll, of course...
Thank you for helping me promote this.
Absolutely, and I'll try to get you dry weather for next Wednesday night, okay? We'll be right back.
That's West.